You know what I mean? So it's just the world now, bro. We gotta, like we say every podcast, we gotta protect ourselves at all times. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? We just live in that type of world. Do we want to live in that type of world?
Nah, but I think this shit was coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think it's funny that, you know, I've heard these people say that Donald Trump to them was like a Christ, you know, some type
of savior.
Yeah, that's right. So I already knew this shit was gonna get busy when they said that. That was during the whole thing when they was uptown protesting. When that nigga got on the mic and said that shit, I was like, okay. They serious.
Yeah, they serious, man. And they're going to continue to be serious because it's just, at the end of the day, it's just like, hey, these white people not happy. You see them on the road.
Shit, you run into them.
Face fucked up today. They was all upset. I was at work today. Some of them just didn't want to be there. Looking at you all up and down, man.
So losing
fucked
shit,
up their
man.
life. They wanted slaves. Some of them did. Some of them. You're not saying only Trump supporters did want slaves. Some of y'all did.
I think he promised it to him.
Yeah, he had to.
And we're gonna bring back slavery.
Yeah, we're gonna bring back slavery.
No more free blacks.
These niggas.
All these Mexicans.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, you know, it's really some hateful people out here. And you know what I mean? And also it lets you know how spoiled white people are.
Yep.
And some we're not, like, again, we're not talking about all white people.
Again, you said some.
Yeah.
But again, I think that shit, I don't think any, like I always say, you got different types of white people, like different classes of white people. The conservative white motherfucker don't even resonate with a redneck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's what, and I agree with you. You gotta pick and choose your battles. That's just like what I told you today. When I had a redneck walk into me and bump me intentionally, I let it go. I went to the fucking Dunkin' Donuts, got me some coffee. I go to walk in the store. One of the white guys opened the door for me, but he was a conservative white guy. He drove a fucking Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
He probably voted for Joe Biden. And don't want to see Mexicans and black people have unfair rights.
Right.
The redneck motherfucker probably come from Tennessee, Talent. Billy Bob. I don't want to hear none of that shit. His grandfathers and them had slaves and motherfucker, this is our land.
This is our land. He ain't fucking his sister.
George Washington was the best fucking president ever in history. And
now up to Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
You know what I mean?
Next to George Washington.
And don't even know what the fuck Trump did. He just knows he wanted to make America great again. You ask a lot of white people that don't know politics. It's so funny that you said that. They don't even know what this motherfucker did. They can't even tell you what he did or what he changed or what he was trying to do.
No, he was just a voice for them niggas. He was just a voice for them niggas.
They can't even tell you. They just like, oh, he was just I was watching this interview on CNN. What did Donald Trump do for this guy? He just was a great man, you know, a Christian man, you know. What the fuck? You don't know what the fuck this nigga did? What the fuck that nigga did? They don't know nothing about politics, bro. They just there because he's talking about making America great again, draining the swamp. It was good catchphrases. It's like a song. You listen to the song for punchlines, a good beat, and everything like that, and you like it. And that's what they did.
Well, and then, you know, I think it's just like that little journey you showed me with that clip when that white lady said she didn't think that the White House needed diversity. And that's why I said it's like these people live in this world where nothing is supposed to change.
Right. These people, it's just shocking to some people because these people don't realize these people still exist.
They're in the crevices and cracks, man. Caucus ass motherfuckers,
Years and years of time, these people exist. And it's so funny because it's just like I was talking to one of my old heads, Melvin. I think I told you about him before. He's from Alabama during the 60s, 50s. And we all know during that time. I would love, because he used to tell me so many stories and how like Alabama's so fucked up what he experienced. And he came off the phone. I would love to have him one day to just tell us about his experiences.
For sure. Yeah, hopefully we can pull that off.
Yeah, we can pull that off. But he was just telling about some fucked up shit that he experienced and how white people really are. And it wasn't they didn't even hide the racism. They didn't hide it.
Wow.
It was open. It was open. It was like a shirt. He said it was almost as they was wearing a shirt saying, fuck you nigga. I don't like you. Don't come to me.
Well, you know, it was funny because I was watching David Banner podcast,
and he's from Mississippi.
And I love
David Banner. I love that
nigga so much. Shout out to David Banner, man.
Exactly, always.
Like again, you know, this is why I don't like doing the top 10 and none of that shit. So many of these people that I fuck with, and shout out to David Banner, talented dude, great voice for the black people.
Yeah.
I was listening to about like a 2 or 3 hour podcast on him on Drink Champs, and he was talking about, you know, remember when he first came out and he shot the video and he busted the Confederate flag on the little video and shit like that, and Cadillac on 22s and that whole thing. And
what was that? Like a Pimp? That was
Like a Pimp, yeah, of course, yeah, all that shit. And so he was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, the culture down there and how shit really went down and how important it was to put that scene in the video of him going through busting through that flag, because it was like, fuck y'all, you know what I mean, fuck Confederates, fuck that whole redneck KKK shit. Remember, he put the KKK, he was like the first nigga to put KKK in the video before Kanye did it. I think he made fun of, he had put like, somebody in the video I think took the shit and burned it or like put that shit on backwards or some shit. They was making fun of the KKK hats. He did that shit before Kanye did Jesus Walks. Famous, yeah. And that like, it was prolific, but the point I'm trying to make is that Alabama, Mississippi, any of them people, all you gotta do is talk to the native people from down there. They'll tell you how bad it is.
Exactly.
They'll tell you how bad it is.
And they experience it.
And it's still going on to this day.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Especially when you're a city or you know, it's predominantly
right.
You know what I mean? And you down south.
What the other thing is too, you know, white people did a really good job of overpopulating.
Yeah.
So now that, I mean, again, the ratio is like 1 to 7. It's like 7 of them motherfuckers raised one of us. So naturally, you can only imagine if you live in the South.
Yeah.
If it ain't like Atlanta or something like that, them deeper South countries.
We talk about these little like back roads of Georgia and shit, like, you know what I mean. We're not talking about these back roads of South Carolina, Mississippi. Right. You know what I mean? Where you never even heard of this shit. You wouldn't even see on a map.
Yeah.
You see, this some shit you just come across when you lost. And you're like, what the fuck is this?
Valleys and valleys of grass and fields and mountains.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I've been there before. Like, we used to go to North Carolina and travel on family reunions, and then at times where you get out the car and, you know what I mean, this little ass hick ass gas station, and they like, where these niggas from? You know what I mean? Like, we never seen no niggas around here before like that. You know what I mean? What are they doing around here? So, put it in their voice. But it's just like, it's just one of those things, and those are the type of people that voted for this motherfucker.
Yep. 100%.
Because they don't understand our culture. They don't even want to understand.
Oh, fuck no. It's
they
not.
Don't want to.
That ain't even the idea.
It's not even the idea.
So then we not even supposed to have a culture.
You're not even supposed to have it.
Fuck that. You supposed to be
in the fucking field.
That's right. Working out there.
Working and make me a sandwich.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? That's what they were. That's what they want in this world. So, like, you know what I mean? For all you Trump supporters that's like that, fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. And go the fuck home, man.
Go the fuck home, man. Don't come bring that shit up here no more.
Don't.
You already heard what Larry Hogan said.
Yeah. Come to Baltimore with that shit if you want. You're not gonna make it. This the zoo, nigga. That shit ain't gonna happen. Go ask the young niggas. They gonna say this the zoo, huh? Come be able to use that monkey shit if you want. You can get your head knocked off. You ain't gonna make it past motherfucking the first couple blocks.
If you don't know, Larry Hogan was receiving threats from a lot of Trump supporters because you know Trump and Larry Hogan are not.
They beefing.
Yeah, they never was the goodest friends.
Political beef.
Trump gave Larry Hogan some money. He was supposed to be something, Hogan, pump fake, and did something else with the money.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Ran off on the plug.
They've been beefing ever since.
He ran off on the plug.
They've been beefing ever since. And Larry Hogan originally had an office in Annapolis. And then he decided to go to Baltimore for some reason. We don't know why.